kitchen. My first Friday night doing a live at 5, so I made it through my first week of lives at 5. So going forward, I will be going live at 5 right here on YouTube at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. In the next couple weeks, we'll be working on some holiday foods. Tonight, we're going to do a Crumbl-Style copycat sugar cookie with a really delicious frosting. So that's how that's going to go, which should be, done in about 45-50 minutes is my hope. My oven's preheated to 350 degrees. My mic is on. I think I'm good. So that's what that's going. So I've got most things ready. We'll see. So this recipe video, the recipe is the last two videos. There's only two I posted. The last one today, it's a short video, is where you'll find the recipe. You can pause and screenshot. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to start, and as y'all get in here, we'll get going. Again, my oven's preheated to 350. I've made this cookie, I started about a year ago, and it's really good. We all love it. The people here in this house. Now, crumble cookies in general are so big. So I'm going to go ahead and do it the large size, but a lot of times I use, at least for the first batch, depending, and then I might go ahead and use my smaller scoop because I prefer the smaller cookie in the end anywho. But anyway, I want to show you the whole shebang. Okay, so far half a stick of softened butter, and then I'm putting in 1 1/3 cup of powdered sugar. Welcome in. Hi everybody, how are you? Welcome in. I'm doing my copycat crumble cookie. Let me get this in so I don't mess up. I can't talk and measure. All right, so 1 1/3 cup of powdered sugar and 1/2 cup of softened butter. And then I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Again, my oven's at 350, preheated. It's 2 tablespoons vegetable oil. How's everybody doing? Thank you. Hi, Ariel. How are you? How's everybody doing tonight? I hope it's good. It's Friday night. You made it through your week. You should be home chilling by now, or on your way home, or I don't know, wherever you're at in the country or elsewhere in the world. Okay, so I'm using I have 2 bowls, but we're going to use the glass bowl for frosting because that's more exciting to watch. So this is just cookie dough. All right, so again, 1/2 cup softened butter, 1 1/3 cup powdered sugar, and 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. And then here I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour, and I'm going to put in 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder. It's a weird number, 3/4. All right, should be a teaspoon. All right, just kidding. And then 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Try to get that right. Yep. So 2 cups flour, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 3/4 to 1 teaspoon of baking powder. This is the powdered sugar. That's the big difference here. Now, I accidentally did actually use granulated sugar once, and they were good too. But to get the real fluffiness or a little better texture, scrape down my bowl. So the recipe for this is I posted yesterday or last night for you. It's in my short videos on my profile if you want it in a written form. My oven's on at 350. I'm going to use my Stone Pampered Chef pan because I use it for everything. Welcome in, everybody. I hope you're having a good Friday. We're going to be doing dinner after we do this, but not on a live, so not on this live. Okay, then I'm going to add in an egg. Room temperature, by the way. If you're like me and you didn't plan, sometimes you forget to take your egg out of the fridge. Just make a bowl of fairly warm water you know, as hot as maybe even your tap would go if you're a standard person with your tap. And just soak your egg in there for, you know, 3 to 5 minutes. Or better yet, you know, plan and get it out of there. And then we're going to do a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay. And then guess what? We're going to put that in there. I want to scrape these edges again, though, because I could probably do it from here, though. All right, so it's nice and creamy. We're getting there, anywho. All right, so 1/2 cup of softened butter, 1 1/3 cup powdered sugar, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 1 room temperature egg, and a teaspoon of vanilla. And then here I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder. So I'm going to put the two together now. Preferably like so. Let's kind of stir those together. We're just going to do it till combined. And this dough is really yummy, yum, yum, yum. Now, my directions do say to put in the fridge and chill your dough for like a 1/2 hour, but we don't do that on live streams. So I go straight to bake. And they're still delicious, so. I don't know if I've ever actually chilled the dough. True story. Okay. Just until combined. We're getting there. We're getting there. I don't want to have to do it with my hand, so we're getting the mixer to do the job. Okay, now we have a really yummy, ready to cook right now dough. Now you could put it in a ball and throw it in your fridge for a 1/2 hour or a day or however long you want, and do it later, but I never do that. I prefer doughs that I can cook now because I'm not a planner as much as you may think. So that's the dough. Ta-da! I'm going to scooch this tray out of the way. All right, so again, my oven's at 350. It's been on for a bit. And my pan I'm using is my Pampered Chef stone pizza pan. I use it for everything. I use it for cookies. It's not just for pizza. But you could use any pan, any baking sheet that you trust. Okay. I'm going to taste it too here in a second because it's just dough. It's just dough. Hi, how is everybody? Please click the thumbs up as Big Daddy Cupcake is stating. Dustin is my husband. He's Big Daddy Cupcakes in the chat. So if he's answering questions and seeming like he's telling you what to do, that's because that's what he's here for. As well as a lot of my friends in the chat. So if you should ask a question, and I'm not directly looking at the camera to see it, my friends and family are here to do so. So please ask away. We will share a lot with you if you ask. Meantime, I'm just making cookies. Let's get a batch in because then we can do the frosting. And they have to cool slightly before you frost them. So we gotta, get to that process. Right now I just have a bowl of dough. I'm gonna taste it. It's good. So the recipe again for this is one of the last short videos I did. If you use it, please let me know how it turned out, or please share the video of, the video of my video. You don't have to share your video, but my video of it, please. Okay, anywho. This makes I don't remember how many big cookies it probably says. I don't remember, anyhow. So I am, Crumbl cookies are notorious for being the biggest cookie ever. So I'm going to go ahead and use my big scoop. but I'm going to give it a little love. I'm just going to scoop it out like so. Just to be consistent in size, they'll bake better and more consistent. Excuse me for a moment. I haven't used my voice all day. I've just been hanging out at home all day. Dustin got home and then I came in here. Use your voice. All right. These cook about 15 minutes. This size, again, the first time I made them, I did them this size. I was like, man, those are big cookies. A big commitment for somebody like me. So I like to use the small scoop and do smaller, but not everybody wants a small cookie. I think it makes about 8. And I got on there, 6. Let's just do 6 this way. All right. Then we're going to spray the bottom of either a glass or something flat. And, oops, that's a lot. Jeez, lady. And just squish it down till it's about a 1/2 inch. Or whatever thickness. I don't know if that's 1/2 inch. Just try to make them all the same so they cook consistently. And a glass might work better than a plastic thing, but now I'm committed. Committed. Okay, then 10 to 15. My guess is more like 15 on this size. But I'll check them at 10 because that's how I roll. Okay. Ta-da. I felt like I needed to do that one again. Leave it alone. All right. So again, the recipe actually says to chill your dough for about 1/2 hour and then do this, but I don't like to do that. So I go straight to the cookie. And they're just yummy too. So 350 or probably 15. So I'll just play around. We'll do, I don't want to burn them in front of a bunch of people. So I'm going to do 10 minutes and then we'll look at them and decide. And how I notice is when you bake them, they get glossy on top. That's when they're done. They go from like a matte finish to a glossy, and boom, that's that moment. Not so much what the bottoms and sides look like, because you can burn a sugar cookie really easily. So that's my story. Okay, now and I have enough dough for probably 2 more large cookies or a handful of small cookies. So I'll do that later. The frosting, we're going to do, sorry, I have a hair or something bugging me. We're going to do 2 colors of frosting for these cookies. Now, I don't have a preference on color, so hey, I don't know if you guys can do polls. Dustin, can you do polls? Or just a question in chat. I don't know how you guys want to, how Dustin or Tracy want to do it. Let's get you some options. I'm going to do green. I'm only doing 2, though. I don't want to do a bunch of colors. I know. That's bad of me. We got blue and violet. And then that's green again. See what's different here. So, I don't know. Let's just pick. What do you think, Trace? I can't see. 2 cookies. I can't read what's going down. Babe, what are you talking about? Okay, I want to do pink because it's my favorite color. Secondary color, I don't care. Tracy, you can either do a poll and figure it out or just let me know. It's your choice. I got all the colors, guys. Boom. Sometimes I do a variety of colors, but I don't want to. Green or orange? Nana, let's do green. Okay. Here's where my brain says Nana, because orange we just did a bunch for Halloween, right? And green, Christmas is coming. And by the end of Christmas, I am really tired of green and red. And then March comes around and we got a lot of green. So blue, I'm better with blue. What? Yellow? Okay, let's do pink and yellow. See how I talked you right out of the color you wanted, Nana? But that was my brain, is orange. So we did a lot of orange this last month. We're probably going to be doing some more orange in Thanksgiving. Let's save the orange. Let's save it. And green, we're going to be greened out in December and March. So stay tuned with green. The other colors, purple, and they only get used like, March and rainbow type stuff. All the other fun colors. So we're going to do 2 batches of this frosting. Okay. Am I ready for it? I don't know. Oh, I probably didn't even get that stuff out for this one. I got part of it out. So I'm going to do 2 batches. So I need half a cup of softened butter. Check. And this is when I'm going to use the big bowl for you. Oh, it's actually melted butter. I know, don't get weird, but we melt it and it works. I thought it was weird the first time too. And then I was like, that's really good frosting. So I'm doing it. So the recipe is posted. I'm doing 2 batches of this, looked crooked, of this sugar cookie frosting. So that's why I'm doing half a cup. 1 batch would be a 1/4 cup. I'm just going to confuse everybody. But anyway, half a cup of melted butter. Just to make it easy on myself, because it doesn't make a ton of frosting 1 batch, because it's not a lot of cookies, as you saw. There's something on the outside of my bowl. Okay, anyway, that, and then we're going to put in 1½ cups of powdered sugar with it. There's more to go. 1.5. Half a cup. Uh-oh, 2 points. Wasn't too bad. At least it wasn't food. Early on, then I'm stepping around on food. Okay, this is a half a cup measuring device. So I need oh, but I'm doubling it. You guys are yelling, she's doubling it. I figured it out. So I'm going to do 3 cups. Come on, work with me here. Okay, 1 more scoop. Figured it out. I was doubling it. Because you shall not have too much frosting. But you can't have too little. So it's like cheese, Okay, let me see if that butter melted all the way. It may or may not. I don't know. Yeah. Do a little more. Okay, so back. Oh, hello. I can't see who you are. Hello. I can't see it. My eyesight's so bad, guys. Dustin, I hope you're thanking whoever that is. I can't see who it is. My name. Thank you. Huh? Oh, it's you? Thanks, Big Daddy. Big Daddy's gifting me. All right. That's nice of him. Can you guys clear to the display? Or is it like me and you just see everything? Okay. I was just curious. I'm going to get out a little bit of salt. It's 1/8 teaspoon per batch. I'm doing 2, so just a smidge. A dash. I don't know if it's a dash, but it's 1/8 teaspoon times 2. Okay, now I've got my butter melted down. All right, so I've got the butter, the sugar. I need the almond extract. I'm hanging out over here. Almond extract's so good in this. Which is 1/4, not much, so like 1/2 teaspoon altogether, and some heavy cream. Smooth it all out. All right, let's do it. Butter and powdered sugar. Let's let it do its thing. Mixing it together till it's light and fluffy, about 1 to 2 minutes. 1 to 2 minutes. We have about 2 to 5 minutes, 2 to 7 minutes on the cookies to come out. And then they have to cool at least a little, you know, because your frosting will melt right off. If you're eating them right out the thing, warm is good too, right? But we'll give them a few minutes at least, I think. I'll scrape that down. Ta-da. It's like, hello, lady. All right, butter and powdered sugar. Get it together. And then it's like I'm putting in a half a teaspoon all together of the almond extract, roughly. I already added the salt. It's about 2 tablespoons of milk or cream per batch. So I'm just gonna until it's the right consistency. That's looking nice. But that's why I doubled it, because I want to do 2 colors and I'm going to put them in the piping bag, and I didn't want to mess around with not having enough. And then food coloring. So I did half a cup of melted butter, 3 cups of powdered sugar, half a teaspoon almond extract, and quarter teaspoon of salt, 2 to 3 tablespoons of the heavy cream. I'm sorry, 2 to 4. I'm going to add more because that's still not creamy enough. And the almond extract is like, you know, yum. What you got to do when you're doing these cookies. Okay, but you could use almond, you know. Vanilla flavoring, but not with these. Okay, my cookies are not done. So we'll do the 5 more. They're pretty big. I used the big scoop, the ice cream scoop, so they're going to be a full 15. I was just checking them at 10. Because I was nervous. We're making hello. Thanks for coming in, you guys. It's just one thing of crumble cookies I'm doing, the Crumbl-Style cookies. Let's see what we got in here. So good. It's very good. Okay. But I'm going to let it mix a little bit more, because when we have time, while our cookies do their job, I'm going to add just a little more milk. All right. If you're a measurer like I used to be, you can measure out to 4 tablespoons, but I just eye it until it looks right. Hello, I am making some Crumbl-Style frosted cookies. I have a batch of 6 in the oven. They're going to come out in about 5 minutes. This is the frosting. We are going to do 2 colors. I'm going to do pink and yellow. That's my plan. So this is the frosting part. The recipe, if you want it in a written form, is the last short video I posted on my page. Let's check it out. What do we think? What do I think? Okay. Delish. Okay, so I'm going to take some out, roughly half. I'm not measuring anything. and put it in a bowl for the one color. And then we'll mix this, probably do the yellow here and the pink in the bowl. I don't know why. Roughly, again, I'm not measuring. I don't know, it might be more than half. We might have more yellow than pink, who knows? I feel like I want more pink than yellow. Back over there. Okay, so I've got me pink gel food coloring. Now this is the Betty Crocker brand. You can just grab it up. These ones are the Wilton brand, and I do like these as well, but I was running low on all the colors, so I just grabbed these up, and they've been working great, actually. See how pink that gets us. Yeah, it's not bad. It reminds me of a frosted animal cookie. Let's go darker pink. Okay, and then we'll do some yellow. Now sometimes when I do, well, definitely when I do the cutout cookies with the flood frosting and such, then we do a lot more colors. And maybe we'll do those soon because, you know, we need cutout cookies for the holidays. I'm just not ready to hit holidays yet. Next week I'll start doing some holiday things, treats and sides and cranberry sauce and all the stuff. But I'm not ready. Okay, that's pink enough in my world. You should taste it. It's so good, you guys. Like, it just is. I'm not just saying that, but it's really good. Just check out the recipe on my page. Okay, so we got some pink. Let's see what our cookies are down to 1 minute. Mix it together. All right. Again, I doubled the recipe that's on the page. I doubled the frosting recipe. So if you make it and you're like, how'd you have so much frosting? Because I doubled it. Okay. And the yellow. I don't know. I just want to use this brand up before I move into my other card. Yellow. See what we get. Oh, I don't need 2 scoops, do I? 2 scoops. Uh-oh, my cookies beeped. Oh no, it's kind of like a bus yellow. Hold on, don't worry, my cookies are fine, guys. They're fine until they're not fine, right? Okay, so we'll get back to stirring that all together. Don't waste it. Just wash your hands. Okay, let's get those out. Scooch this on over. Get out of here. Beep. I let it continue to beep at me because if I turn the beep off, I'll get distracted and forget about the food. So until I actually remove the food, then I turn the beep off. Oh, jeez. What's going on with you? Okay. Don't do it backwards. That's all I'm saying. All right. So I might have said it backwards earlier when I said it gets shiny. It's when it gets matte finish is when you notice. So they look shiny. And then all of a sudden they have like a matte finish to the top. That's how you know. Okay. Which that was 15 minutes at a 350 degree oven on a stone pan. So again, if you're using metal, be cautious. Okay, now my stone pan does not need parchment. Let me turn the beep off. But I do it so I can get it off that hot pan and get those cooling quicker. That's why I do that. Ooh, otherwise those pans don't need it. So I'm going to let these sit for a few minutes before I try to get them on the cooling rack because they'll probably fall apart. And that's embarrassing, so you can just look at them. I'm going to get this frosting into piping bags. Now you can literally just take a little knife and put it right on. But I like to, you know, make it look pretty sometimes, especially for this event. If you were making it for a party or something, these would be cute. Okay, let's do it. I've got piping bags and a couple tips I picked out earlier. My smaller ones. I might regret that. We'll see. And a couple small bags. Two to be exact. All right, so scissors. Cut your tip. Just the right amount. Hopefully I didn't overcut it. I'm not a professional, but I have been now doing this for at least a year. When did I start doing cookies and piping? Oh, maybe 2 years now. But it's worth it to me to buy the supplies because I've tried using, you know, the plastic Ziplocs and no, I'm not that good at it. So just buck up and buy the bags, guys. That's what I do. Now for a cake, I like to use the really big bags. But for 2 frostings, those are perfect. All right, let's get them in there. Let's actually get those on a cooling rack. I'm going to put them in, excuse me, put them in my fridge or freezer just for as long as we can while we get these frostings in their bags. I tried this sometime last year, this recipe, and I really love it. Okay, they'll cool quicker on a cooling rack, but even quicker probably in my fridge. Now, if you were eating them right now, like I would love to do, it's okay. Frosting that gets nice and soft is yummy, but we still have dinner to do, and we don't need to fill up on cookies. Or do we? They're not going to be all the way cooled off because we don't... That's just life when you're doing a live, but... All right, so we got our bags, we got our frosting, our cookies are having a great time in the fridge for a few minutes. So hopefully, maybe I should put them in the freezer. I'm nervous that my stuff's gonna slide right off because I'm not giving it the time. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. Okay, let's get yellow in now. Somebody's speeding by. Let's get a better utensil. That one's not really prime. Yellow. So good. Not just... Oh, she's... All right, that's how I do it. Again, I'm just a rookie in her kitchen, but that works for me. And pink. Pink is my favorite color, so when we do it, we gotta do pink. I think I got more pink than yellow. Either way, it will work out beautifully. Well, it's way more frosting than I need for these cookies, but I'm going to do more cookies. And it will refrigerate for a couple days, fine. Okay, stay up there. It's getting a little messier, but it works. Okay, I got my bags. Frosting. Now, while we're waiting a few minutes for those to cool, we'll go ahead and put on the last of the cookies so that I at least get them all baked. But these ones, it's not a lot left of the dough. Oh, jeez. my slipper. Did you see that one? But I'm going to do the smaller ones. See how many we got? I don't know, maybe 4. Just because I like the smaller cookie. Oh, here it is. Like when I make them and I'm not on a live, I do this size cookie right here. It's more of a bite size. It's not such a commitment because those Crumbl ones generally are so big. So I think you get like 8 if you use the big scoop. And I've never counted, but get out. Oh shit. I didn't spray it. I was just going for it. Okay, we're gonna get at least one more. This one's a little bigger than the rest. We can't waste it, so we're gonna do 4 more. I just wanted a few small cookies. Same thing, you got to squish them down a little. Pan's a little warm. So that's kind of like, I like them that size. Just a little bit of frosting when they're done. And they're a good bite-sized cookie. But if you gotta have a big cookie, depends on what you're doing with them, I reckon. Okay, we'll pull our cookies out, or I'll feel them anyway. We'll see what's up with them. They're cool enough to frost. I do have some sprinkles. Ugh. Let's turn that hot. Oh no, it's on. I'm gonna do those definitely at the 10 minutes, probably 8 minutes, honestly. All right, I got sprinkles. So I got some chocolate jimmies. They actually say sprinkles, not jimmies, but that's because we're in the West Coast. Chocolate, because that's my Dustin always has to have it. And then I really just wanted to use up the rest of those. And then I ordered these thinking, oh, those are cool. But look, I realized I already had them. We're going to be putting sprinkles on everything, guys. You can do whatever you want, but I'm going to put these little sprinkles because I like them. I don't like the big crunchy ones that hurt your teeth and take over the cookie. Just little ones. Oh, these are pretty warm. Let me go ahead and we'll pull out a couple and fuck around with them. Mess around, my bad. And then I'll throw them in the freezer and we'll hope for the best. My bad. You watch your mouth, mister. We should have a swear jar.
You want some coffee?
And then you guys could say, hey, and then every time I swear, I have to add it. Heck yeah.
You do?
Sure. He's surprised. You do? He was expecting me to say no.
Have your coffee.
Okay, I put it in the freezer. Because they're definitely warm. And, you know, it's like a cake. You go frosting it too soon, you're going to have issues. But let's see what kind of issues we have. We shall have 0 issues. We're just going to eat them fast. Normally I would start on the outside, but I don't want it to melt off the edge. So I'm going to work it in a little more. That way when it melts, we're good to go. Give me a break. I'm working on my first one. It'll be okay. I do this one like... Excuse me.
You're good.
My bad.
Didn't mean to hit
I was trying to concentrate, and it's really hard. It's like walking, chewing gum at the same time. Doesn't always work out, but sometimes it does. All right, let's see what this tip looks like. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Pink and yellow. Because those are the two colors I want to do, or we chose. Now, if you get all silly and want to do more frosting colors, you can do it, but I don't. This one's like not that fancy. I'm not that fancy with my tips, guys. Thanks. Thanks, Big Daddy. Thank you, Big Daddy. Do a little pink, and then we'll do a center that's yellow. More frosting. Okay. They're holding up so far, guys. What? Look how cute those are. All right, so I really wanted to use these ones up. Look how little they're. I think they're from Easter. They're like pastel, so let's do it. Perfect. These are almost looks like a flower. Now, normally I would have went all the way to the edge, but I was kind of risking doing them too early because they're not cool all the way, but they were fine. So shall we do the rest of them? Okay. Because we have a little time. What time is it? Oh yeah, we got a few minutes. It's 5:41. Pretty good timing. So these cookies are absolutely amazing. I'm not just saying that. I only share recipes that I have tried and I love. And this is one that I've tried and I love. It's so soft. And that frosting is just amazing. So again, the recipe, hold on, let me chew, is one of my last short videos I posted on my page. So please like and share and comment on that video if you choose to try the recipe. Let me know how it turns out for you. I think they're amazing.
Can I try a bite?
Heck yeah! Let's just you want your own or you want to share?
Let me try a bite.
Oh, okay. You do what you want.
Tracy said the real Crumbl cookies are usually not cooked all the way. And
Oh, really?
Taste fake.
Well, I'll tell you right now. I'm going to tell you I've never had a Crumbl cookie, but I do like these. Have you tried this recipe yet, Trace? Oh, sorry, that was mine. That was my cookie. That was my cookie.
It's definitely cooked.
Yeah. It's yummy.
I think it's good.
You think it's good? So that would be the difference between me and them then, is that mine are cooked all the way.
And they're tasty.
So for sugar cookie,
They
taste real, guys, because I really made them. So made with just ingredients you probably have in your cabinet. If you don't, then start putting those things in your cabinet so that when you're in the mood for a cookie, you can spend a fraction of the cost and get 8 to 10 cookies. So again, I doubled the frosting recipe, and it is just enough for the 8 to 12 cookies depending on the size on these big daddies.
I want a chocolate one.
Oh, you want me to do one?
Frost. We have chocolate
Well, no, I'm not doing chocolate frosting, babe. Oh. But I'll give you Jimmy's, and you can pretend all day long it's chocolate.
Chocolate frosting with the Jimmy's would be fire.
That's true. Like my German chocolate cake frosting trays, that's a good chocolate frosting. But that's another situation. You can have this. I could have made it brown, and you wouldn't even think it was chocolate. Just kidding. You know that it's not chocolate. I know. I'm just kidding. He's not in a very funny mood tonight, guys. He's going to have to change his tune. you want your jimmies on it? I'm giving him pink. That's what he gets. Pink with jimmies. But yeah, chocolate, but that's a different cookie, you know? But I did get him, always have these on hand. Good Lord. Look at the tiny little holes they give you.
The big hole.
He likes way more than that. I need the bigger hole.
The big hole.
Oh, there you go.
That's what she said. Or he said.
Welcome to our kitchen.
And we are making some sort of peanut butter balls tonight, so there's gonna be a lot of ball talk in our TikTok live.
There's those.
Be prepared for that, guys.
So thank you to everybody who's here. I appreciate it. The recipe again is one of the last short videos I posted. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. I love them. Even Dustin likes them, and he's mainly a chocolate guy. But you can throw some sprinkles on there, and then everybody's happy.
Or you can just make chocolate.
Or we'll do chocolate later. We're doing some chocolate peanut butter balls later this evening over on our other live. So we'll all see you later. Otherwise, get your finger off my thing. On Sunday, we'll be going live here for Brunch with Shannon, 11 a.m. Pacific time. I'm going to be doing some chicken and dumplings. And then Dustin is probably going to be making some soup later that evening over on TikTok. And we'll see you all next Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5 p.m. Or you can find me on 11 a.m. on a Sunday. Have a great day. Thank you.